All I'm going to say, best of luck, everyone. Black, bold, and bodacious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, whoa, that's Jocko. What the fuck? Team captain, the ball hammer connected. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Poke got pinned on his birthday. One. Ruby's one of it, champ. Oh, Dino! Oh, the briefcase! Merry Christmas! Divine intervention! She's not won a championship in a long time, but that is the perfect way to get a championship after a long time. That bold egghead gore, I was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Earns her second championship. A former tag team champion, GMK! A Reverend wants Poke! Ace in the chamber, what do we do? Oh, okay, reverses! Okay, reverses, big clothesline! Looks to close it! Oh, he closes him in! Make him say, Ike, we set off for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new! Big D, Venatos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Norm, he's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. What's Bobby doing on Warzone? A choke slam to Eden. Romani got pinned. Romani got pinned! The greatest intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it! Drew has buried the pop of comb, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smigo eliminated himself. Smigo just eliminated himself. Oh my God, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curse is taking it, ladies and gentlemen! There was a back up that Zeke! Daniel is sucking! Oh, what is his fun doing here? Romanic's done it, ladies and gentlemen! Romanic is the new... He's elevated! He's back from sleep! Oh, will he pick RK? Queen of the Ring! Well, I've always been a fan of Key! I've always been a fan of Key! Spins it round for the first face time of the show. It's King Daniel. Seconds after he won, all three stables have held the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Ministry versus Ministry. Dragon Romani inside Hell in a Cell. That's what we love. Fury wins again. 3, 2, 1. It's a Claymore. Ladies and gentlemen. Hit a blade in the ring and get on Claymore to Ron. What did Ron do, ladies and gentlemen? I have a vagina, dumb bitch. While Zeke being bent over. One kid, what the fuck? We will catch you in season number 4 for the final time. Until then, this is who we are. Hello, RPW Universe. Today is a KR day here on a WOAH Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Junior Heavyweight Champion and the United States Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion joining us today. The King of the Ring and WOAH Warzone General Manager Jocko joining us also. A lot of big names today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of big names, and that is a lot of months. As the United States Champion, 36 months. His record continues, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh la la. 3 years. Is KR still contagious? Ladies and gentlemen, you will be happy to know KR is 100%. I'm feeling it, baby. We're back. We've got a full show today. 9 matches. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're not rushing. We're not cutting. There's no time constraints. We're cured and we're rising. Do you get it? Because that's a fun little thing for you guys over there, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and cozy. Listen, I kind of forgot I was at work. I'm not going to lie. I forgot I was at work. I need to slip that bad boy off. Welcome in Ryan Curtis. KR equals kill. I'm in such... Now that I'm back and I'm hoping we get a randomizer, I'm in such an RPW mood. Like, obviously, I always love RPW. I always love RPW. I was looking forward to making KR laugh. There's still a little bit of a tickle sometimes, so I might cough, but all in all, I feel perfect. For Christmas Carnage, a miracle. Christmas Carnage week, I feel perfect. Home and Gore main event. We have the brand new arena, of course. We have the brand new intro, of course. Fury will be the result. We have 5 respins anyways. Is it 5? Goodness gracious me. I'm very, very excited. I'm in a big RPW mood. I have been in an RPW mood, but of course, because of everything, we had to start cutting matches and moving matches and stuff like that. None of that today. We have our 9 matches. We have our illustrious tournament matches. We have some fun. I'm in perfect health. Again, sometimes a little cough, just a little tickle, but we're good. We've got Gore back for the main event. We have 5 respins, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. 5 respins is absolutely barbaric. I've also done something. We're going to be changing the color now. So on WOAH Warzone, it's going to be blue. On Fury, it's going to be red. I just thought a nice little treat for us. So we have 5 respins. So if it lands on no, we pretty much spin until it lands on yes, because realistically, we don't need to use one, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to use one. Finally, can we just double check quickly, ladies and gentlemen? Can we just double check quickly? Oh, look at this beautiful, the green over here. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. 16 days, Daniel Black. 16 days. Inactive. Oh, this is new. This has been updated, dude. Okay. Sorry. Got distracted there. Just wanted to double check. Ladies and gentlemen. How many superstars? 5-man match. 5-man match. How many days is yours? 107 days. Oh, it's updated to the black star. Oh, beautiful. It looks so good, ladies and gentlemen. It looks so good. A 5-man match, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 80 days as champion. Some long reigns out there. Daniel Black, the World Heavyweight Champion, defending against El Normando, ladies and gentlemen. El Normando. So that's 2. Oh, this is already a fun match. We have Olivia Laurent from Fury. We have Draven Wild. Interesting. After what happened between Daniel and Draven on Friday Night Fury last week, well, I assume Draven. I mean, it said the Fallen and it said their names on the Tron. I didn't see Draven Wild, but it said the Fallen and it said their names. So that's going to be interesting. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Willow Sky is also involved. Someone write those names down for me if you can, ladies and gentlemen. And let's dive in to some fun here today. Ready for this one. The Fallen killed off the show. It was a very, very weird, a very, very interesting ending. That is for sure. Very, very interesting ending. Wasn't too sure on what was happening for the most part, but it was very, very interesting. I was not picked. The wheel never picks me. Willow Sky, Olivia Laurent. We have El Normando. We have Draven Wild. And we also have Daniel Black. Ladies and gentlemen, involved in this one. Very, very exciting indeed, Areno. I'm going to update this because it's already stopping, which it loves to do. And it is for the randomizer championship. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fun show. Ready for this one. Nicole O'Grady in action today, of course. Welcome back. Let's quickly restart the chat just so it goes on screen. I don't know why it stops like that, dude. I don't know why it stops. This is a over-the-top rope battle royale, which we love very, very much. We do have the first ever women's Rumble winner here, of course. Let's quickly give this a little restart. I don't think people were ready for it as we was connecting the chat again. There we go. And now it should be, in theory, A-okay, let me get the chat back up, and that should, someone test it quickly, and it should be okay. Don't think I ever successfully defended the randomizer title. Are you one of those ones that win it, but then lose? You win it a lot, but then you lose it straight away? Is that what happens? Oh, there we go. There we go, his favorite pastime. El Normando and Daniel Black going at his interesting. That's for sure. Oh, I love the new WOAH Warzone. Look, those white lights up top, dude. I love the crowd as well. The white and blue in the crowd. Oh, I just think it looks so much nicer, man. The white mat on WOAH Warzone looks so nice. Oh, new iOS update looks funky. It looks so nice, dude. Randomizer Championship on the line. I'm in an RPW mood. We get an extra day, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Welcome back, Nicolo O'Grady. A big Fatal 4 matchup today. A big Fatal 4 matchup for Nicolo O'Grady. New look for Draven is good. It is a new look for Draven. Willow Sky out first. Welcome in, Drip Messiah. Long time no see. Oh, the chat is moving today. The chat's moving today. We're feeling it today, folks. We are feeling it today. That is for sure. Olivia Laurent is gone, and we're down to 3. It's good to see you, Drip Messiah. That is for sure. No more armband on for Draven Wild. Again, I think the Fallen are no longer followers of the light. I think the Fallen are back to being the Fallen, which is rather exciting. Oh, what a backstabber on El Normando. That was beautiful. Life is good, Mr. Good, Drip Messiah. I'd love to see you back in RPW. El Normando on the ropes. Need some time away after everything wasn't in a good state, but now I'm back. What a Fatal 4 we have today. El Normando gone. It's down to Daniel Black and Draven Wild. A chosen of the light and a former follower of the light. Draven Wild's moving nutty, you know. The Fallen have gone solo. It seems they've gone away from the light. The Fallen are like 4-time, 5-time tag team champions. They are one of the greatest tag teams, if not the greatest tag team in the history of RPW. Draven Wild's never been a singles champion. He's looking at the randomizer championship, though. El Normando making his way away, and Draven Wild no longer a follower of the light. And he's doing it just fine, ladies and gentlemen, as Draven Wild tacks on a championship to his record. Daniel Black, huge statement indeed. So the Fallen... This was the music on Fury. I'm just double checking. That was the music on Fury with the Fallen Titantron. This was the song, ladies and gentlemen. So that's confirmed that one of those superstars that we saw, either the big, weird, like, rabbit mask or the other one of those was Draven Wild, I'm assuming, because remember, the Reaper has lost his contract. The Reaper's no longer in RPW. And there was 2 superstars we saw. It played the Tron for Xander Evans and Draven Wild. So I'm assuming one of those was Draven Wild, ladies and gentlemen. The Fallen don't need TFT. I'm assuming one of them was indeed. Wow. Good to see a Spiral. Hopefully you're ready for your match today. How very interesting. Production crew. I don't think the production crew messed up. I think that's the Fallen song. That's been the Fallen song for a while. I think the Beastmaster superstar was Draven and the Bunny Master superstar was Xander. Might mess around and re-sign my contract. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Get back involved, my friend. Get back involved, Drip Messiah. Can't wait. Oh, everything's saved as well. Oh, we're so back. Everything's saved as well. Ladies and gentlemen, some fun is to be had here today. This is who we are.
So pull me out of the dark tonight. I'm losing trying to feel alive. If every scar is just a piece of truth, then let me break and fall right back to you. I'm reaching out, even if I'm fading. There's a war inside the silence when I breathe. And though the sky is falling faster every day, I'm begging for a reason I should stay. So pull me out of the dark tonight. I'm losing faith but trying to feel alive. If every scar is just a piece of truth, then let me shake it from the start to you. I'm reaching out, even if I'm fading.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, just chills, man. Just absolute chills. It really, 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 really is. I love it, dude. I love it. I think we finally got a winner for WOAH Warzone. I really, really do, ladies and gentlemen. You're claiming a bonus achievement. No wonder you haven't won a title. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me. People moving nutty with some of the words. I'm in such an RPW mood, though. I really, really am, ladies and gentlemen, in such an RPW mood. I think it's going to be such a fun show here today. And we're kicking off with an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. I was kind of surprised by this. Smiley and Sibs, one-on-one. We're actually seeing the Universal Champion on WOAH Warzone, firstly, which I'm happy about. I'm glad we're seeing the Universal Champion. Going up against Smiley, though, kind of surprised me. I wasn't quite expecting it, if I'm honest with you. I wasn't quite expecting it. The Fallen can thank me for getting rid of Reaper. Calm yourself down, Sam. RK counted quickly, so it's not just you. I mean, hey, Sam won that match at randomizer. It is interesting that, yeah, the Reaper's gone. I think it's sort of awoken something. I mean, RK managed to watch his back, but I think it's sort of awoken something in the Fallen, in Draven and Xander. Maybe they thought, you know, now that the Reaper's gone, they need to step up. They need to get back to their best. Just double checking quickly, if I can. Of course, they're on Fury. There is the Universal Champion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5-time champions is Xander Evans and Draven Wild. And that's their first ever singles championship, is that randomizer. So 5-time tag team champions. They're the most tag team champs in RPW history. They are, I think they're the best tag team in RPW history. Are the Fallen, and I think they work best when they are by themselves. They may be sick of waiting and going for number 6. I think they work best when they're by themselves. I think, you know, the Fallen were amazing. Then they joined Cure. They went down a bit. They left Cure. They got amazing again. Then they joined the Final Testament. They went down again. I think the Fallen just need to stick to by themselves. Draven and Xander. They lost the Reaper now, which is a big loss. A former Universal Champion, of course. He was the only other singles champion in the Fallen. But Draven and Xander together are an amazing, amazing, amazing pairing. They really, really are. 107 days for Sibs. He's only had 1 defense in this reign, ladies and gentlemen. Sibs on crack. I can't lie unless he hasn't defended. Yeah, he's only defended once, but I mean, he has the illustrious tournament right now. Best for business, the authority on the chest. As Sibs is in the ring. I told you, I'm in a big RPW mood today, folks. A big RPW mood today. Yeah, this one surprised me. I'm not going to lie to you, Smiley and Sibs. I was kind of surprised to see Smiley go up against Sibs. I don't really know what the thought process was. Well, Warzone's in a weird spot right now, too. GMK released this big, long statement basically saying, well, Warzone need to wake up. The roster need to wake up and sort of get back into themselves. And Smiley agreed. A few other names I saw agree as well. You know, a lot of the WOAH Warzone locker room are sort of starting to think like they're not in the best position right now. They're sort of up in arms, up in the air. A lot of their superstars are moaning or complaining, and I think WOAH Warzone in itself just looks a little bit lost right now after the latest draft, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, we'll see the Universal Champ in action. We'll see how the World Champion on Mondays does. Up against Smiley's just child arguments and BS. Of course, Cross lost his tag team partner of Kip Graves. I heard Cross and Smiley might start to team up. Of course, we have Rain Benz and Luka Novak today. He's Tay Jones and Street Money. So potentially 2 more tag teams for World Warzone. Because that's another point on World Warzone. The tag team division has been struggling on World Warzone. That's for sure. That is for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, nice reversal there. Oh, big elbow by Sims. Welcome in, Big Daddy X. Ladies and gentlemen, during the opener here, I can confirm some matches for Christmas Carnage. We know some matches, and I can confirm them, ladies and gentlemen. We now know Hope Eternal versus Portia Van Alden for the prestigious championship. After Portia Van Alden won Queen of the Ring, that will be taking place at Christmas Carnage. Hope Eternal vs Portia Van Alden. We know also, so that's from Fury, from World Warzone, we are going to be having the Goddess Bobby versus the Evolution Champion Lilith Lanza for the Evolution Championship at Christmas Carnage. We're having a little preview today, Bobby vs Lilith at Christmas Carnage. We will see it again with the championship on the line, Bobby vs Lanza. You say struggling, I say the tag division is wide open to be claimed by a fresh team. I'm not complaining at New Bloods as long as people actually go and form a tag team. I'm not complaining at the Jocko. If it works out, it works out. I like that. Some new tag teams being formed. I'm all for that. So we know Hope Eternal vs Portia, Bobby vs Lanza. 2 massive female matches, ladies and gentlemen. I can confirm on behalf of my twin brother RK, I can confirm kicking off the show, opening up Christmas Carnage, is going to be a triple threat match for the World Hardcore Championship. It's going to be Dino defending against 2 former World Hardcore Champions, RK and Lamin, ladies and gentlemen. What an opener for Christmas Carnage. Dino, RK and Lamin in a triple threat matchup for the World Hardcore Championship. Dino's first defense against 2 former champions, which is very, very exciting as well. We know Jocko will be having a world title match thanks to his King of the Ring win as well. And now we know from Fury, Brandon Bombs is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. So Daniel Black will most certainly be there. Smiley hits a swanton bomb. Lastly, we also know RK said there's going to be a cross-brand tag team, a toxic tag team match. Coldboy and Zippy will be defending against Kyla Kane and Dragon Romanik. And then another team potentially being Sam Everett and Alex Cross, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many matches there are. Kaiju might be there. Chase Cruz might be there. I don't know. Those are just the matches I know. So, Luca, you need to ask Jocko, as Chase Cruz is the champion of World Warzone, of course. Those are just the matches I know. So, some excitement for Christmas Carnage. I'm sure they'll be announced backstage and confirmed backstage, but those are just the ones I know. If you are just joining, leave a thumbs up on the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to join Regents Pro Wrestling, become a YouTube member and sign your contract today. Smiley, a great start against the Universal Champion. Smiley is out of the Illustrious Tournament, of course. He's out of the Illustrious Tournament, but he's doing it rather well right now against Sibs. Put me in, coach. Can't let Chase go that easy. I won the IC Championship back around my waist. Me and Big Daddy coming for those toxic tag titles. Has your twin brother mentioned about toxic this week? If it's happening, I don't know. I don't know. Gonna have to ask him. We shall see. Smiley. Oh, Sibs gets the knees up. I was gonna say Smiley's cooking. Sibs, lovely reversal. Just in time. And the Universal Champion now finally getting back involved, belly to belly. Smiley had a great start, but Sibs is not one to go down lightly, folks. Sibs is not one to go down lightly. That's for sure, but oh, big headbutt. From the matches I've said, Christmas Carnage is going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. Dino, RK, Lamin, that has match of the year potential right there. Sibs over to the corner. You know what follows this? He's going to count down with the crowd. 3, 2, 1 from the corner. There's a Claymore. Smiley busted open. Middle of the ring. He started amazing. Does he have the resiliency to kick out? No, he does not, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was saying. He started off so well, but he does not have the resilience, folks. One Claymore gets it done. The Universal Champion, and there's a Warzone GM. The illustrious Jocko stares down at Sibs. Jocko and Sibs, he's looking at the Universal Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Christmas Carnage. I can confirm from the WOAH Warzone general manager himself, it is not going to be Jocko versus Daniel Black. That is why Brandon Bombs is now the #1 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Jocko has spoken to Vince Shimon. They've come up with an agreement. At Christmas Carnage, we are getting a rematch, a repeat from the first ever illustrious tournament, but the roles are reversed. Jocko is challenging Sibs for the RPW Universal Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Jocko and Sibs for the Universal Championship. Brandon Bombs and Daniel Black for the World Heavyweight Championship. Christmas Carnage is going to be absolutely mega. I can't believe these matches are happening there instead of Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas Carnage is going to be insane. Dino RK Lamin, Daniel and Brandon, Jocko and Sibs, Bobby and Lanza, Hope and Portia. That's 5 matches. Plus we have the Toxic titles. Might even have the RPW World Tag titles. I don't... Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Let's continue with the illustrious tournament. That is insane. Let me turn my heat. The stare down of the ages. Jocko and Sibs, the rematch from the first ever illustrious tournament. Of course, the first ever illustrious tournament, Jocko was champion and Sibs won and went up against Jocko, the WOAH Warzone general manager. Now a Fury superstar going after the Universal Championship. Oh, man. That is mega. And speaking of mega and massive, Mugi, Ardi, and Norm in the first round is absolutely gigantic. Ladies and gentlemen, we know what he wants. We know what Norm wants. It has not changed all season long. He wants the RPW Universal Championship. We know he's picked number 28, I believe, for Regents Rumble in January. So we know he's going to be at the Rumble, number 28. So the winner of the tournament could be facing Jocko instead. It might go back to Jocko, ladies and gentlemen. Jocko and Sibs at Christmas Carnage. No bread, no water, just meat. Boogie, Ardi, and Norm. We have Spiral and Kilpatrick up next. Oh, man. Well, remember, the Fatal 4-Way is a Women's World Championship number contender, so we could see a rematch. Morgan vs. Nicole O'Grady. We could see Morgan vs. Tiffany Wu at Christmas Carnage. Morgan vs. Clara Ray, or Morgan vs. Dawn for the Women's World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And that could be at Christmas Carnage too. Another massive match if so. Boogie, Ardi, and Norm. 2 big bodies. And away we go. Who have you guys got to advance in the illustrious tournament? Jocko's my old friend, but that won't stop me if he's got my... But Jocko vs. Norm would cook for the Universal Championship. That would absolutely cook. But Norm's got to get past Mugi Ardi first. Norm's cut some weight. Especially next to Mugi Ardi. He looks smaller. I got Mugi. I'm going to go for Norm. Even though he's cut some weight, I'm going to go for Norm advance. I think he wants it too much. I've got some honoring to do, and the best way to do that is to get that Women's World Championship back. I have Norm winning, but Mugi will give a good fight. I agree, Gore. I agree. Gore vs. Cole, main event, by the way. Great main event. That's one reason I love the illustrious tournament. We get some interesting main events. Cole vs. Gore, I think, is amazing. I really, really do. Oh, big elbow by Norm. Take down on Mugi Ardi. Show highlights should be back on the channel now this week too. Now that we are back to normal shows. I've never beaten Colm one-on-one. Really? That is interesting. I love weird facts like that. And Mugiardi setting his sights on Norm. Irish whip off the rope. Big Samoan drop. Beautiful takedown. Mugiardi, never been a proper singles champion, of course. He has the size about him. Multiple-time tag champ with Charmander in Air Boom. But never really made his name known as a singles superstar. Involved in the illustrious tournament. Not a bad way to make yourself known. That's for sure. Tiffany Wu excited for a return today. She's been away for a while as well. I mean, Tiffany Wu, Clara Ray, and Nicole have all been away for a while. So that Fatal 4 is going to be interesting to see if there's any ring rust involved in them. That is for sure. The ring crew did reinforce the ring today. I think hopefully we're going to be okay. There's Norm with the reversal back into the ring. Sam, I'm excited to see what you get up to on Friday Night Fury. I know you've been talking to Hicks about a potential Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Fury, the final show before Christmas Carnage. That's Mugiardi, big slam down. Mugiardi looks to finish it off. Sits on the chest, crosses his arms. And Norm, even though he cut some weight, he still manages to get the shoulder up. I might change my answer. But then again, we saw Sibs hit one Claymore and win. But Norm isn't Sibs, though. Norm is not Sibs. Smiley was dominating one Claymore and he lost. Dude, we're almost on week 200. Week 188. We're almost on week 200. When is 12 weeks' time? Big super kick there by Mugiardi. Another pinfall. Leg is hooked to count and a kick out. Will 200 be around Mania or... When is 12 weeks? Is that March? It normally... Because I think week 100 was like the end of season 2. So I think every 50 weeks... I think every 50 weeks is pretty much the end of the season. How you, Chaos? Been a while since. Chaos, dude, I've been ill last week, but I'm back now. We're back in full flow for RPW. I'm excited for today's show as well. I think it's a great match card. I think it's a very fun show. March 16th, if we have next week off. March 9th is week 200. Yeah, we have a week off, remember. That's a good point. March 16th. It'll be near the end of the season, I'm sure. How very exciting. It normally comes to, like, Mania is normally around 50 weeks. That's how it normally works out. Because week 150 or 149 was, like, the first show of this season. So it'll be about 50 weeks. That's cool. Normal, the right hand is down low to Mugiardi. Regents Mania 4 might happen week 200. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It normally comes around then. It normally happens around then. Because I think, like, wasn't like show 100, like, the first show of season 2? Week 100, the first show of season 2, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I think so. Norm, I don't know how he's lifting up Mugiardi. But he is. Mugi's not one to give up, though. Got to appreciate the boss letting us have that week off. It'll be nice not to work the dates over Christmas period like the indies used to make us do. It's always nice to have a week off. That's for sure. As Norm, just like Sibs, he got dominated a lot of that match, but it did not matter. In the end, he choked out Mugiardi, went for the pinfall, and Norm is advancing in the illustrious tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Very big by him. I wonder when Regents Mania is. That's what we was just talking about. Week 100 was the week after Regents Mania 2. That there. That's right. Upper thigh strike finish. Oh, yeah, that's right. I knew it was close to, like, the end of the season, which is very, very interesting. Again, I think about 50 weeks is normally how it works out, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back tournament matches. Chase Cruz actually in action today against Bold Bryan, which I'm very, very excited about in the tournament as well. As up next, we have Spiral and the return of one Kilpatrick, who we haven't seen for a long, long time, ladies and gentlemen. We have not seen Kilpatrick in an RPW ring in a long time. New look Spiral. Still got his skull for this one. Cross, is this your next opponent? It's always interesting in a tournament match when you're watching the match and you know you're going to face the winner of this match in the next round. Is this your bracket? Spiral and Kilpatrick, it is. How very, very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we've not seen Kilpatrick in, I don't know when. The last time we saw Kilpatrick was... It's been a while, that's for sure. For a second, I thought he said Juan Fitzpatrick, and I'm like, was that his first name? Yeah, we have not seen Kilpatrick in a long time. Star. Interesting look about him. He's been working out clearly. Is he ready for RPW though? He's been off for a long time. A lot of people might not know Kilpatrick. Is he back on the sheet just yet? He's not. A lot of people might not know Kilpatrick. If I have a look at the alumni. What was his name again? It wasn't just Kilpatrick, was it? Because he's not on the sheet as Kilpatrick. What was his name again? Is he on the sheet and I'm missing him? What was his name? Ethan Eclipse? Oh, Kilpatrick wasn't Ethan Eclipse. Wasn't it like Rainmaker Kilpatrick or something? Ethan was someone else, no? God, seeing Poke, Ollie, and Reaper looks so weird there. This guy distracted me, so Joker could roll me out for shot 3. I hope this match between me and Hicks gets booked. Wait, what was his name? I see people on the sheet now. Kilpatrick? He's not on the sheet. Same guy. Did he go as Ethan Eclipse? Was that him? Really? Oh, that's... Oh. Really? Yeah, Kilpatrick doesn't come up. Oh, yeah. Street Money attacks Kilpatrick before the match starts, and it's Ethan Eclipse v Street Money. Oh, I didn't know that. Kilpatrick distracted Gore. Yeah. Ah. I didn't know he went on as Ethan Eclipse. Interesting. Well, Jocko, we're going to have to get Kilpatrick back on the sheet. You can use Ethan Eclipse. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Spiral, nice drop kick. Black and red vs black and blue. Fury vs Warzone. It looks quite nice, actually. Former Evolution member. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ethan Eclipse. Fraud. I did not know that was Ethan Eclipse. Not gonna lie. He looks so different. Been a while, I guess. Been a while. That has surprised me, I'm not going to lie. There's a pinfall over in the corner. He gets a 2 count. He's got quite a nice attire about him. Spiral, nice reversal from behind. Alex Cross's next opponent in the Illustrious Tournament is this match's winner. I wonder how long the Illustrious Tournament will go on for. There's quite a few matches. There's a lot of superstars involved in that one. A lot of superstars involved. Hey! Looks like a bearded cold boy with an HK style. It is very HK Styles, isn't it? The hair as well. It's very HK Styles. Spiral, nobody home. Can't believe that's Ethan Eclipse. That has actually spun my head. I genuinely did not know that. I still don't understand. He started as question marks, but then just sort of outed himself in the Warzone locker room one day. Oh, Jocko with an announcement. It's been an absolute whirlwind since Adi Illustrious won the RPW King of the Ring tournament. Secure my guaranteed world title shot against Collins for while. Then came the draft for me from Warzone playing me for Fury, which unfortunately I want a true challenge worthy of the King of the Ring. That's why oh, damn. Jocko basically says Daniel is not a worthy challenge for the King of the Ring winner. That's why he wants Sibs. Damn, dude. Jocko basically saying Daniel's not a worthy world champion. So he wants Sibs. Bro ruined his own surprise. Kilpatrick gave a spot to Jocko for the YouTube title match to win the title. He did indeed. Kilpatrick's had a weird career, man. He's been involved with some weird and random stuff here and there. Some weird and random stuff. Spiral busted open to the top rope, though. Spiral's got some good moves on him, you know. What am I seeing Spiral with his GMK? Share the ring one day. And Spiral's going to advance in the illustrious tournament. Kilpatrick returns. I don't think in the way that he would have hoped for. Spiral, since changing his attire, Spiral's been looking good, you know. Spiral been looking very, very good. Spiral it is very well. What a return. Spiral's been looking good. Kilpatrick, maybe not so much. But Spiral, I'm a fan of what I've just seen, ladies and gentlemen. I am a fan. Kilpatrick back on the sheets, lovely. I am a fan of what I've just seen. That is for sure. As we... Oh, my God. Oh, someone's attire in this. There are some good attires in this. And then there's one that... oh, boy. That's different. That is indeed different. Well, I've heard there's a tables match now. So someone's going through a table. The RPW Universe will be happy with that. The winner of this takes on Morrigan for the Women's World Championship. Oh, no. Oh, I love the new lightning. It looks so good. And Nicole O'Grady. What's Tiffany wearing? Stirring the pot again. Nicole O'Grady. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For Nicole O'Grady. Oh, I forgot with her, actually. Because she's been away. I know her fashion, she got a bit messed up. Get rid of the black one. It's not Nicole I was talking about. I know her top got lost. Her normal gear, in-ring gear got lost. So she's just wearing a default generic top today, but that's okay. The fashion team need to get that fixed. There was some updates and we need to get that fixed. Neiman, yeah, we'll get that back, don't you worry. I forgot about it after a couple of weeks ago when we saw you return. But that's okay. Nicole O'Grady is back in action. It's just a default top, but that's okay. For today. Why is Daniel Black in the front row? Ladies and gentlemen, from blue to red, as Tiffany Wu. Man, she's going through some hairs. She's going through some hairs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, she's going through some hairs. She has blue and red there as well. Maybe that's why. I think the blue was better. If I'm honest with you, I know that ain't from black fashion. I think the blue was better, but there you go. I think she went to an outsource, ladies and gentlemen, to get that hair. Like an emo genie, isn't that amount of hair dye bad for? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy. It's definitely a look. There's definitely a look. And there is the Hollywood star. The Hollywood star. Ooh, and that's how you do a return attire, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you do a return attire as the Hollywood superstar. Fashion sense of a coffee bean. Clara Ray. Wow. Switch the white, switch the black for white. That is how you do a return attire as she welcomes her adoring fans. That is amazing. The white and gold. That is absolutely stunning. CR on the back. That is a true Hollywood superstar, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to see Clara Ray get a world title match. I really would. Clara Ray looking amazing. So she switched up black for white. And last but not least, in this Fatal 4-Way Tables match, from the Final Testament, we could see Morrigan vs Dawn, which would actually, unironically, be an insane matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Former multiple-time world champion. She's held a lot of championships as Dawn. Oh, my lip. She's held a lot of championships in her time. Still a creepy aura about her managing the cameras as she makes her way down. See some TFT fans ready for this one. I mean, even if you're not a fan of TFT, I think you can appreciate the level of dominance that Dawn has shown in her RPW career. One of the greatest female superstars this ring has ever seen. Fatal 4-Way Tables match, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness gracious me. Someone's going through a table. The winner takes on Morrigan for the Women's World Championship. Clara Ray's attire might be one of my new favorites, by the way. Wow. Clara Ray's attire might be one of my new favorites in all of RPW. Nicole O'Grady, welcome back to Regents Pro Wrestling. Welcome back to Warzone as well, as Nicole O'Grady is clearing house. Could see a rematch between Morrigan and Nicole. Nicole, the former Women's World Champ, of course. Knee strike by Tiffany Wu. Nicole O'Grady with the strength. Nice reversal, Tiff. With a beautiful combination. Oh, big German suplex by Dawn. Back to some illustrious tournament matches next. Imagine Wu wins. I mean, she wants to go to Christmas Carnage, and in a tables match, anything can happen. A tables match, there's as much luck as there is skill. It's anyone's match. I mean, Tiffany Wu, the outlier in this match, I would say, in terms of skill. As, oh, Clara Ray goes flying. But it is a tables match. I'll be honest with you, Morrigan against any of the... I mean, I would love to see Morrigan. No disrespect to Tiffany Wu, but I think the other three are just on another level compared to Tiffany Wu. Like, I would love to see Morrigan against Dawn, Nicole, or Clara Ray. I don't think Tiffany Wu has much chance for the Women's World Championship, just based on how I've seen her perform in her career so much. But again, this is RPW. That's what RPW is all about, is the upsets, the big moments, the matches that we think we know the outcome to, and then all of a sudden, you never know. All of a sudden, you get that shock factor, like Chase Cruz beating Sibs. Like when Sibs beat Lamin. Like when Kaiju Jaeger became US champion. You get those upsets for a reason, folks. This is RPW. Nothing is set in stone. That's for sure. I would love to see Clara Ray with a world title match, though. I think it'd be fantastic. Dawn looks terrifying. She looks absolutely terrifying. Go for a springboard. Tiffany Wu takes Clara Ray down. Nicole with the table. She drops it. Clara to the outside. 2 tables in the ring. Dawn and Nicole left alone. I don't know how she does it, but Tiffany just keeps stooping to a new low. Damn. That's not what you want to hear after getting a new look. 1 table in the ring. Dawn takes Nicole over to it, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be the final testament versus the Final Testament. Welcome back, Nicole O'Grady. Tiffany Wu threw Clara Ray out of the ring, so Clara couldn't be near the tables. And Dawn will be taking on Morrigan for the Women's World Championship. I know they're both TFT, but that could be one of the greatest Women's World Championship matches we've had in a long, long time, ladies and gentlemen. That is a match and a half. That is a match and a half. Morrigan and Dawn have both been absolutely amazing. I mean, Dawn is 63%. Morrigan is 71%. They have both been absolutely incredible. I mean, Morrigan is basically like a new version or like a new Dawn. I think if they have a team, I know Lance has been teamed with Morrigan as well, but that would be something else, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really would, as the Intercontinental Champion is in action against Grievo. We have the Outlaw. Oh, sorry, the Outlaw and Grievo up next. This is Bob Bryan and Chase Cruz here today. Nobody can come back to perfection. I will get that title back. You will not stop me. Well, Warzone Women's Division looks nice. It looks nice. I mean, if you read some names, Alana Carr, Andrea Garcia, Bobby, Clara Ray, Dawn, Geist, Kira and Crystal, Lanza, Morrigan, Nicole, Noel Parker, there's Sasha Fierce and Violet. You have some very, very fun names. That's for sure. Some very, very fun names. Bold Bryan makes his way to the ring. Bold Bryan and Chase Cruz. What a matchup this is. What a matchup indeed. There is your Intercontinental Champion, the Chosen One, who took down Sims. He took that title back to Mondays, where it first began. And man, it looks good, ladies and gentlemen. That 1930s, he's just comfortable. A lot of eyes on that Intercontinental Champ. What a championship. Remember, that championship is defended every Regents Mania in a 6-man ladder match. Every Regents Mania, it's sort of a staple for the Intercontinental Championship. It's a guaranteed match on one of the nights of Regents Mania, so that title always looks good. Oh, it's so good, dude. Always love a good Chase Cruz match. The question is, who is advancing? Oh, in the illustrious tournament is the question. Here today. Who is advancing? Chase Cruz looking for his first ever world title. Bold Bryan, the first ever world heavyweight champion. Has never been universal champ before. We know Bold Bryan and Sibs have had a few matches recent weeks. Maybe Bold Bryan wants one more match against Sibs with the universal championship on the line. It's a good thing to put on your resume too if you're the one that ends up winning the illustrious tournament. Even if you go on and you don't win the title at the end of it, it's still a good thing to put on your resume saying, I'm the one that won the illustrious tournament. A beautiful tournament that happens yearly for the Universal Championship. This is the biggest tournament we've had so far. The entire World Warzone men's division involved. It's not a bad one to put on your accomplishments, that's for sure. To say, I won the illustrious tournament. Adam Sana front and center. Bold Bryan ventures up to the top turn. Buckle. With a big splash down on Chase Cruz. Goes for the pinfall 2 count, says Rick. Chase Cruz kicks out. Intercontinental Champion. How long has he been champ for now? 67 days. And counting. No title matches today on World Warzone. Final show before Christmas Carnage. Good start by Bold Bryan. So far today, the one that starts off stronger normally loses, which is interesting. Mugiardi and Smiley both started off very, very well and went on to lose, which is interesting. Oh, big shot by Chase. I kind of hope there is a toxic show this week just because I'm in such an RPW mood. I just want as much RPW as possible. Is that being greedy, though? It might be Bold Brian. Back first on the apron. Intrigued to see what 2 Vince does with Fury this week. That's for sure. We want 4 shows this week. Is it a bit greedy? 4 show? I mean, you never know. Kind of 3 by Rick. Chase Cruz back in the ring. When is randomizer? The wheel spin? It was January, right? January 2027. We have a whole year. A whole calendar year without randomizer. That's going to be very long. Jan 27. Wow. I mean, that's what the randomizer wheel's all about, you know. I mean, the thing is, though, we have none in 2026, but we might get 2 in 2027. If it lands on, like... If it lands on, like, April or May, we could have randomizer in January and then randomizer a few months later, which is crazy to think about as Bob Bryan sets up with the Unprettier on Chase Cruz. Hook-star leg to advance in the illustrious tournament. Oh, resilience by Chase Cruz. Going by the top for now. Might look into an update. This attire doesn't bring back the best of memories. New attire, fresh start. I like that. I like that. I think a new look Nicole O'Grady would be very, very needed. Very, very needed indeed. Chase Cruz seated position. Top turnbuckle. Look at Brian. That man is ripped, ladies and gentlemen. Superplex from the top. And the crowd are on their feet. Absolutely loving this WOAH Warzone showcase. Oh, Brian's going to break Chase Cruz in 2. There's that strength. Oh, Brian continuing the domination. Chase Cruz still forced to roll out, help himself up with the ropes. While Brian, the onslaught continues. Oh, it feels good to be back to full shows again. It really does. Again, I apologize for my illness last week. I know it affected RPW. I'm glad, I'm thankful you guys stuck along with it. Oh, throughout some of the drama. What a spine buster. Oh, Rick is distracted by the turnbuckle. Bob Bryan just might be the coolest RPW superstar. He's a good man. Rick was distracted. Chase Cruz and Bob, this is one of those matches that just blow your socks off. You don't expect it to be. Oh, and then it's one of the best matches of the night. That's exactly what this type of match is. You don't expect much from it. And then it absolutely blows your socks off. Chase Cruz spins around. Bold Brian planted. How is his resiliency is the question. Rick was so slow on the count. He was so slow on the count. Chase Cruz top turn. Buckle with a little frog splash down. This one of those matches that whenever you see it, you know it'll be an interesting match. I love these 2 superstars and they're putting on a classic. As Bold Brian keeps this one alive and keeps his illustrious tournament hopes alive. Chase Cruz with a submission. Haven't had a submission win on the show just yet. And we are not going to get one just yet. Bold Brian breaks out of it. Both superstars back up to their feet. Bold Brian straight into action. Down goes Chase Cruz with a power driver. Hooked that leg away from the ropes. And Bold Brian attempts to pin the Intercontinental Champion, but he kicks out 2. Brian top rope yet again. Big elbow drop right to the heart of Chase Cruz. Identical position for the pinfall on the Intercontinental Champion. As Bold Brian, Adam Sana not happy, 2 thumbs down. Bold Brian has just pinned the Intercontinental Champion. Could we see Intercontinental Champion Bold Brian in the future? He just pinned the champion, and sometimes when you pin the champion, that puts you right up there in the firing line for a championship match, ladies and gentlemen. He proved he can beat Chase Cruz. Can he prove that he can do it with the championship on the line, ladies and gentlemen? That is the question. And it's a very, very interesting one. At that, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very interesting one as we advance. Again, back-to-back tournament matches. And then we have a tag team match up next as the Outlaw LPJ goes up against the returning Grievo. Grievo knocked out Vinu in his return, of course. It's good to have Grievo back, former Intercontinental Champion. When I think of the Intercontinental Championship, Grievo is one of the names that pops up to mind. I don't know about you guys, but Grievo is one of the names that pops into my mind. Is Outlaw on the sheet yet? Outlaw, he is LPJ. 0 for 2 right now is LPJ. He hasn't actually won a match in RPW yet. And Grievo's not an easy man to take down, that's for sure. Really not an easy man to take down. Oy! Headbutt as well. Grievo returning. Knocked out Vinu. Former Intercontinental Champion. LPJ confident of a win today there. Hidden blade from behind. Intercontinental Champion has been eating pins for breakfast. Chase Cruz has been getting pinned an awful lot as of late. Welcome in Torok from Fury. Good to see you, my friend. X-Scissor. Chase Cruz is a weird one because he's been eating a lot of pins, but then he'll get a title match and he will put on an absolute classic. Oh, Grievo can move, folks. Grievo can move. Grievo might be one of my underrated favorites to win this whole tournament, you know. Grievo can cook. 135 matches. Two-time Intercontinental Champion. He's only main evented one pay-per-view in his time. Here in RPW. Only a two-time Intercontinental Champion. I can definitely see another championship in his future. That is for sure. I love Grievo with the IC title. I think it was absolutely amazing. I'd love to see him at Mania in the 6-man ladder match. I think that is his type of match to a T. I mean, right now, Outlaw LPJ. I don't know what LPJ stands for. But whatever it stands for, he is not doing well right now. Is Outlaw. He's really not doing well right now. Oh my god, nice reversal there. That kick was going to be devastating. Marvel Rivals. I see someone load up. Interesting. Interesting. Good to know. Right-hander by Outlaw. Off to a slow start. Like I said, time and time again, some slow starts today have ended in wins. I was still shocked with the opener. Smiley was actually looking very, very good against Sibs. But then that Claymore hit, and you guys know sometimes the Claymore hits, boom, it's done. As soon as you see the Claymore, you know it is done. Way! Big German suplex. Man, Grievo. Grievo's on that Sibs thing, where Grievo always used to be good, but he's returned, and he just looks like an even better version of himself. Like, Sibs was always dominant, but Sibs returned in Season 4 and has looked better than ever, and Grievo's doing the exact same. This man is looking absolutely amazing. Outlaw has been bullied in every match he's had. He's not got off to the best of starts, has he? He's not got off to the best of starts. I like Outlaw too. I don't think he's bad necessarily. I don't think he's bad. He's had one. So this is his second singles match and he's had a tag match. I don't think he's a bad wrestler. He's definitely got off to a bad start though. And it may be 0-3. It is indeed. I think Outlaw, I mean, he's been talking to Big Daddy X about teaming. I think that might be needed, folks. I think Outlaw might need a tag team partner. Outlaw might need to have a team talk. Outlaw might need to talk to himself and have a little monologue to himself, because yeah, 0 for 3, not the way you want to kick off your career, you know. Really, really, really not the way you want to kick off your career. I mean, so, you know, people have started way worse and ended up being way better, so I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a bad thing. Oh, well, obviously it's a bad thing starting 0 for 3, but it's not over. You know, like some people start 0 for 3 and they're like, oh, my career's over. I'm never going to recuperate. It's not over. It's just definitely not an ideal start. You know what I mean? Where the Rooks are just not built for RPW's pressure, but it subsided with time. He needs to be outlawed from a wrestling ring. See, that's crazy. I only really judge people after they had more than 10, 50 matches. Exactly. Sometimes it takes a while. Now, this match I'm very excited for. 3 matches remaining. A little bit of tag team action. Street Money and Tay Jones up against Luka Novak and Rain Benz. Now, this Rain Benz guy, I believe this is his debut, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's had a match yet. He's not on the sheet, it's Rain Benz. Yeah, I think this is his debut. Teaming with Luka Novak. He looks like Season 2 Luka Novak. He looks like Intercontinental Novak. So maybe that's why Luka took him under his wing for this match. We know Tay Jones. Oh, you have? We know Tay Jones. He beat Kip in his debut, didn't he? Actually, you're right. He beat Kip in his debut. You are right. Sorry. You are right indeed. Lockman Drew Payne. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, Tay Jones and Street Money's had an interesting relationship. They've been friends. They've been allies. Apparently, they respect each other. Tay Jones wanted an I Quit match with him on Toxic. It never happened, but here is Rain Benz. Rain Benz, again, Rain Benz has that young Luka energy to him. Rain Benz looks like he can take on the world, you know? He looks fresh, he looks young. Rain Benz looks like he's ready to take RPW by storm. He has that young Luka energy about him of like, I can do anything. I can be a world champion. I can win a Rumble, you know? I like the look of this Rain Benz guy. And maybe him and Luka will be a new tag team. Who knows? Maybe he'll be a new tag team. Because Rain Benz looks like he can move, you know? And if he gets Luka Novak tutoring him, it could be a very, very dastardly tag team. It really could. Luka had some words for Street Money and Tay Jones, basically saying they're the worst tag team in RPW, which is a bold statement to make. A very bold statement to make. Tay Jones, the Paragon. I mean, this is a big guy. Tay Jones looked very good in recent weeks. Street Money not looked as good, but Tay Jones looked very... I think Street Money advanced in the tournament as well, actually. But Tay Jones, the big guy... I'd be a bit wary of him. The powerhouse of this tag team, of course, as he goes after Luka Novak. Screaming at Novak. As he just plummets into the chest. Luka's not been on the best of form as of late. As Luka goes and joins Rain Benz. Didn't Novak lose to Tay Money in a... I think so. Tay Jones was looking... I think it was a count out, right? I might be wrong, actually. I don't know. Luka wasn't a tag match, though. Rain Benz still the legal man. In the ring with Tay Jones. Tay Jones has that strength. He has that speed as well. Running knee strike. Beautiful takedown. Oh, yeah, that was Street Money and Martin, actually. That was Street Money and Martin. That wasn't Tay Jones. Tay's one of my favorite Tron and Song combos in recent RPW. Tay Jones, let me tell you, this Tay Jones is way better than Season 1 Tay Jones. That's what I will say. This Tay Jones is a beast. He is a beast, a paragon. That's how you do a return. Because Tay Jones in Season 1, he was one of those superstars you forget about in a week. This Tay Jones, unpopular opinion, Tay Jones is one of my favorite superstars on the Warzone currently. He is so fun to watch. He is so fun to watch. And pairing him with Street Money. I mean, they're doing some nice tag team maneuvers. The two Americans with a big shoulder block. Luka wants the tag. And Luka gets the tag. As he's met with the strength of Tay Jones, but the speed of Luka Novak. Nice reversal there. Luka to the outside. I'm not too sure why. Middle rope. Goes Novak. Jocko dodger. Jocko basically said, you're not a worthy... Oh, what a maneuver! Jocko basically said, you're not a worthy world champ for the King of the Ring, so he's going after Sibs at Christmas Carnage. So I'm assuming it'll be Daniel v. Brandon Bombs. Tay can become a good superstar in the tag team and IC divisions. I can see, I mean, it might be crazy. I can see Tay Jones in the world title division, personally. I really, really can. Street Money. Thanks for coming. Middle of the ring. Tay Jones rolled out. Rain Benz with the pin out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen. And Luka Novak and Rain Benz with a win. Street Money takes the pin again. I'm pretty sure Street Money has lost every match for him and Tay Jones. Tay's not going to be happy. I don't think that tag team's going to last too long. Hey, Luka and Rain Benz, that could be the start of a new tag team on World Warzone, dude. It really, really could. Rain Benz 2-0, Outlaw 0-3. That's how you do it, my friend. That's how you do it. Make them pay attention. That was bad arse, dude. That was bad freaking arse. It really, really was. What a maneuver. Shadow Jojo with that little swinging neck breaker. That was special, ladies and gentlemen. That was special. Wow. That was awesome, dude. That was awesome. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rain, Benz, and Luka Novak. Maybe Jocko was right, man. Maybe Jocko was right. Get some new tag teams out there for World Warzone. You know? Get some new tag teams out there for World Warzone. Luka and Benz, I would love to see them team up again in future. I really, really would, as the Goddess is in the ring and the Evolution Champion. Well, these two are taking each other on. Christmas Carnage, as we know. Rick trying to separate the two. Good luck trying to separate these two folks. Good luck. Divine Intervention. No longer Divine Intervention for a reason. And Lanza with another takedown. Evolution Championship is on the line at Christmas Carnage this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. The Goddess vs the Doll. One-on-one here on World Warzone. I heard the Smiler looking for contenders. Big boot there by Lilith Lanza. Goddess pops right back up, though. Lanza grabbing the leg. And this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker. One of my favorite rivalries on World Warzone. Must watch. The only 2 female superstars of the year in RPW history, by the way, in this ring right now. Bobby Season 1 and Season 2. Lanza took it off her Season 3. The only 2 female superstars of the year. Multiple time world champions involved in the ring. Former women's tag team champs together as Divine Intervention. So much history between these two. And we get a title match at Christmas Carnage. I mean, the Evolution title might main event. That's how massive that match is. Even with the World Heavyweight Universal, prestigious, and World Hardcore, the history involved in these two. These two have elevated the Evolution Championship to no ends. Because what a matchup this is. What a matchup. Oh, indeed. Main event up next, Colm and Gore. One-on-one in the illustrious tournament. The Goddess with a pinfall on the Doll. Just a 1 count, though. Goddess taking over now. Middle of the ring. Disrespectful kicks to the face. I thought these two were going to be one of the best tag teams in the women's division. Divine Intervention. I was waiting for them to go back for those belts. It didn't happen. Vintage Bobby with a double knee strike. Used to go up top after those for the Twisted Bob. Went for the pinfall. In this one, gets a 2 count. Now ventures up. Awkward angle, but it does not matter. The Twisted Bob connected, ladies and gentlemen. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Now going to be the best rivalry of the year. Oh, this is going to cook, dude. This is going to cook. World Warzone may have lost hope eternal, but this rivalry is must watch every single time they share the ring. Especially with Dawn and Morgan both on Mondays too. Monday's women's division. Oh, man. Absolutely cooking. Bobby vs. Lanza is... I mean, this is like Regents main event worthy, you know? Gonna drink a Copperberg for Lilith before this match. This is so massive. It really, really is. It really, really is. Hope vs. Lilith cleared. I don't know, you know. I mean, they went at each other a long time. So I don't think it's really a comparison just yet. But that betrayal that no one saw coming on Bobby, I don't know. I think there's more hatred in Bobby than there was between Lanza and Hope Eternal, personally. I really, really do. Because no one saw Divine Intervention breaking up the way they did. Whereas we knew what Hope Eternal was trying to do with the Lilith Lanza. And Lilith Lanza was stupid enough to go back at Hope Eternal after she was saved by RK the first time. She was stupid enough to go back to get to where she is now. Whereas Bobby, the only one that was always having the back of Lilith Lanza, to be betrayed the way she did. And remember, oh, Bobby is the longest ever women's champion in RPW history. Bobby is the only other female superstar of the year. Two things Hope Eternal has not done in her career yet. As Bobby goes top rope for a second twisted bob, but Lanza moves out the way. What a reversal right at the end. Goddess in the corner. What a reversal indeed. Lanza, a former Regents Rumble winner as well. The accolades of these two go sky high. Two former Regents Mania main event winners. DDT. Hook of the leg, and the Goddess kicks out at 2.5. The Goddess kicks out at 2.5. You can see the crowd holding up the twos. I think this should have been the main event personally. But I think the illustrious tournament wanted to main event. Oh, instead, face first goes the Goddess. She pops right back up though, kick to the midsection. And goes for a DDT of her own. What a sequence between the two. Hook of the leg. Oh, how close can you get? Oh my God, how close can you get? What a sequence that was. What a sequence. Crowd on their feet for the Goddess. Again, these two tagged together as well. Oh, big reversal. Big reversal from the Goddess. Perfectly positioned for a twisted bomb connecting. Hook of the leg. Middle of the ring. And the Goddess stands tall on WOAH Warzone on the week of their Christmas Carnage Evolution Championship match, ladies and gentlemen. The Goddess stands tall going into the championship match. What a sequence. What a victory. And what a match, ladies and gentlemen, between the two. If the outcome is the same this weekend, we will have a new Evolution champion here on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely massive. Indeed, Reno. Fantastic, fantastic win. And what a moment for both of those superstars. What a match it is going to be this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the main event of WOAH Warzone. The illustrious tournament back in action to end things off. We have Gore. We have Combe. Two former World Heavyweight Champions way back when. One-on-one in the illustrious tournament to end off WOAH Warzone. Both superstars really struggling this year. Gore on 27%, Combe on 24%. So poor compared to what these two superstars can be. These two superstars could easily be 50% superstars. easily, ladies and gentlemen. Season 4 has not been kind to them. And again, it happens. I mean, Brandon Bombs had a bad season too. Like, you could pinpoint any superstar and they had bad moments, you know? But it's just these two superstars I want to see. I mean, I'm glad they're main eventing in a way, because hopefully, even if just being in the main event will give them that momentum, give them that thought of, here is where I should be. These two should be in the main event week after week after week. So I'm hoping them both being in the main event sort of gives them that mindset of, I'm back where I should be. You know what I mean? As opposed to being in the mid-card or random matches losing week after week. Being in the main event will hopefully give them oh, pardon me, give them both that feeling. They've both been in main events before. They've both been at pay-per-views before. They've both held championships before. Only one can stand tall at the end of this match, though. And FTN Khan with a big forearm to kick things off. Very, very strongly indeed. Goes for a springboard dropkick. And Gore is planted. Great. One-on-one action to end off the show. Calm top rope. A far distance to go, and Gore moves out of the way in time with a big boot. Across the face, Gore feeling it. Again, this is where Gore should be. Thriving. Back on Warzone. His first show. Oi! He was part of that first ever match in RPW. It's good to have him back. On Mondays, on the blue brand. When I think of Gore, I think of Mondays. Good to have him back. Main eventing as well. Again, I think it's back where he should be. Cole rolls out of the ring, avoiding that one. Especially on pay-per-view week as well. Everything on the line for all the marbles. Gore off the rope. Works harder to the head of Colm, who reverses that one. Rolls out of the way. Rights and lefts are flying. Discus clothesline. Nice takedown. Colm back to his cruiserweight size and stature. He went through a period where he tacked on a lot of muscle. He did not like that weight, did not like that mass. Went back to a cruiserweight where I think he thrives the most. Lovely wrestling takedown there by Gore. Those are the moves that he loves. The ground and pound. The German suplexes. A proper wrestling MMA style. Fighting. Those are the brutal elbows. Catching the head of Colm. There's the submissions that he loves so much as well. Gore loves being on that mat. Gore loves putting on a show for the crowd. And that's exactly what he's doing here today. Nice takedown back home. Gore rolls out of the way. Big chops across the chest. Well planted. Colm doing a lot of talking to him. Getting down on eye level with him. Irish whip. Off the rope. Ducks him and jumps him. Oh, lovely reversal. Irish whip of his own. Colm rebounds. Kinshasa. Colm moves out of the way. Goes for his own move and Gore reverses that one back. Gore looking fired up. What a sequence between the two. Gore stalking his prey. Reversal after reversal after reversal. Into a dragon sleeper. Gore trying to end this one quick. We've not seen a submission win today. And Colm with the right hander. That free hand to the head of Gore. Breaks out of that one. Gore with his own chop block. Across the chest. Ground and pound, middle of the ring. On the logo, Colm. I think he caught one of those palms right to the nose. Busted open. Blood on the face of the Irishman. Boom. Down he goes. Lovely spine buster. That's the strength. Brute strength that I want to see from Gore. Crowd reacting loudly. Colm busted open. On the rope, using that top rope to wrench his arm back. Gore top rope. This is risky from the big man. Double axe handed to the back of the head, though. He gets it done, rolls him through. Hook start leg. The crowd is counting along. And he gets a 2 count, folks. Gore likes getting the crowd on their feet. He wants to make sure the crowd are enjoying what he's doing to his opponent. Lovely reversal in the corner. Again, wrenching that arm. Rick, move out of the way, because Gore is on his way. Brutal knee strike throws him down away from the ropes. Hookstyle leg, and Cole might be knocked out cold from that knee strike. No. Kicks out at 2.5 again. Even with a bloodied nose. Colm stays in it. Gore is cooking. And these are the brutal submissions that I want to see from Gore, ladies and gentlemen. Vintage Gore in the main event. The knee to the back of the neck. Gore with a submission win. And those are the victories I want to see from Gore. Using the submission, using his strength, bending Colm in half. Gore advances in the illustrious tournament. And I, for one, would love to see Gore go all the way and take on the Universal Champion after winning the illustrious tournament, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really would absolutely love to see it. What a WOAH Warzone show we have had here today. More news for Christmas Carnage. More news for Friday Night Fury and potentially Toxic as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what a Christmas Carnage week it is going to be. This is who we are.